So once again, Hoop fans, Rory Shepard coming to you.
We're going to talk a lot about fantasy football rankings. I want to give the biggest shout out to high school sports.
Belly cut the defender, gets the ball. And it falls at the buzzer!
And we're live, but you're going to have to wait for it.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
In to 4 quarters on this. Actually, it's a beautiful
It's
Wednesday
not bad.
out there in downtown.
It
Gary.
was dreary earlier.
Cleared up.
You know, we kind of need some rain, though.
We do. The softball fields are a dust ball.
Everything is.
Yeah.
And you look at everyone's cars, and you're like,
Yeah.
So welcome into 4 quarters, live on our 4 quarters Facebook page, live on Aired Out, and join us live on YouTube.
Yep.
Subscribe to us and vote for us.
Yes. Voting ends June 9th for
That's
the 7 daisies. So go on our Facebook page, my Facebook page, Lori's.
Wait, did we ever post it to our Facebook page?
I think we did.
I think we did.
Okay,
I think
okay.
we
Yes.
did.
Okay.
Yes.
Definitely on Jody and mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just
page.
go there, click on the link, vote for us under Best Local Podcast. Again, June 9th
And
is
what's
the
it
deadline.
under the title? Is it culture?
Culture.
Okay,
Yep.
culture, and you
Culture,
scroll down.
because there's a million categories.
There's
Yep.
a lot.
There's
Yeah.
so many.
Guess who just was like, oh, I'll just go. And I started voting for everything. I'm like,
Yep.
what is happening right now?
You'll get caught up into it and want to vote for everything. But yeah.
So thank you for that shout out. CB, we're going to throw it to you. And I'm going to go get my sand timer for the dog of the week.
Yay! So today is another dog from Golden Hugs. His name is Murphy. He's a 2-year-old Golden Great Pyrenees mix. He's a big boy. He's a great teammate. He gets along with cats.
Love that.
He does need to go to a home with another dog, just because they think he was a feral dog. He's a rescue from Texas, so he's really taking the time in foster care. He's really, gotten attached to some of his puppy mates. Loves to play, but is still really good on the leash, but definitely needs a yard to run around in. And he's 2, so he's still a puppy,
Right.
and he's still learning how to be a dog who's loved. So give Murphy a shout out. Also, really quick, if you have the space and the time to be a foster,
Yes.
it's really
Ding,
Ding ding is right.
important. Golden Hugs is always looking for fosters. There's more dogs than ever that's being rescued, and they're really limited by the amount of fosters that they have. So if you are interested and have the time, the space, they will bring you through everything. They pay for the cost of vets. But so go on their website and you can fill out a form, reach out to them.
I have fostered before. It's wonderful. It really is.
Yeah.
It fills the soul. It's hard to let them go.
I was going to
but
say
you
that's the hard
know
part. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to a good home.
Yep.
Right.
And then you can foster another dog.
And you can foster fail as well.
You can. Yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Murphy, I love the name.
I do too.
Yes. Little
Oh,
Murph.
does it say how big he is?
Big
I
Murph.
mean, I know Pyrenees, he's probably...
He looks so tall. He's not a big boy, but he's just a tall boy.
So he's like a defensive tackle trying to figure out how to rush the quarterback.
Yeah.
Try to split between the guard and the tackle.
He's so quick.
I like the name. I
Yep.
like that he's 2.
Right?
I think he's, from what I can see on the Facebook, he's been up here for a while. He's been with Golden Hugs for a while. They
Does
have
it
a
say-
couple of puppies, but I wanted to
Is he in
show
Barrie,
Murph
do
up.
you know?
He's in Vermont.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks, CB.
I mean, Bo would love a little brother to show the ropes to, right?
and he could put Freya in her place.
Right.
I mean...
Oh yeah. They can run they can run
Crush on him, too.
they can run
Yeah.
each other out.
Yeah.
You all know the outside... There's a lot of area
There is.
outside. It's inside that worries me.
Yeah. I mean, 3 dogs
He's-
inside is worrisome.
He's happy. He sleeps in a crate with his crate door open and will
Cute.
only jump up on the bed when apparently the hubby leaves and there's more room on the bed
That's
because there's
adorable.
2 other dogs on the bed, so he waits for there to be
Love
more
that.
space. But he's happy to, be in his crate and have his toys. So it sounds like he's a very
He's a
good
love
boy.
bug.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
He
walks
just wants
good,
his
just
forever
wants
home.
to friend
That's
you.
it. Yeah.
Gosh, Sassy, Murphy.
I
Who's the
know.
one I'm forgetting?
Addie.
Norman.
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 Oh, Norman breaks your heart.
Oh, yeah. Got to give in one of these times. So. Shall we talk spring sports, high school sports? It's playoff time.
Love this.
Gonna start.
time.
I'm gonna let you interject in a little, but I'm gonna
Yep.
start with Division II baseball, where we've got some local teams sitting in the top 5. And yesterday, the U32 Raiders, who are the 5th seed in Division II baseball, came away with a 12-2 win over the number 12th seed People's Academy Wolves. I know that PA is ranked number 12 this year, but they are the 3-time defending champs.
Oh, wow.
And they have not lost a postseason game since 2019.
Holy.
crap.
So maybe a little bit of a down year, but they're still the
Wow.
defending. So huge win. An 8-run 5th inning capped it for the U32 Raiders. Carson DeForge and Maddox Heiss, 3 for 4, 5 RBIs, and 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs combined. They will now travel to Hartford, which we talked about being good and everything.
Yep.
To face the number 4 seed Hartford Hurricanes this Friday at 4:30. This one pains me because I have been pretty amped up all spring because it's been a while since the Montpelier Solons were in the top 3 in baseball. They were upset by the number 15th. They're the number 2 seed going in. They were upset by the number 15th seed Milton Yellow Jackets, 3-2.
Oh, close game.
3-2. And let me just throw, I love breaking down games. I mean, we all do. That's why we love sports, right? So pitcher Carter Abel earned the complete game victory for the Yellow Jackets, allowing 3 hits and 1 earned run. Okay.
Wow, 3 hits. Wow.
4 walks, struck out 9, threw 113 pitches.
Wow.
73 were strikes.
Oh
Wow.
my, wow. Very nice.
That's impressive.
That's almost a 2-to-1 ratio.
Yeah.
Right?
That is very nice.
On the reverse side for the Montpelier Solons, Keegan Smith, who we've talked a lot about
Yep.
this spring, gave up 3 hits in a complete game in 7 innings,
Wow.
2 walks, 19 strikeouts.
Oh my gosh.
Of 117 of his total pitches, remember, Abel had 113 total. 74 were strikes. Abel had 73 for strikes.
Wow. Holy.
Talk
that's
about
amazing.
2 pitchers
That is amazing.
who pitched their hearts
Right?
out.
Left it all out there on the mound, that's for sure.
Can't ask for more.
No.
How did Milton get the 3-2 win? On a pair of Montpelier errors in the 5th
Oh,
inning.
that sucks.
That
Yep.
allowed 3 runs to score.
Oh.
Frame.
It's brutal.
Oy.
That
a
hurts.
backbreaker right
that
there.
hurts.
That
That
hurts the
one
heart.
just
Yep.
breaks my heart. I was reading that and going, oh my God, these pitchers were absolutely amazing. What happened? Errors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will do it.
Errors is a huge part of the game. Number 7th seed Harwood Highlanders came away with a 7-5 win over number 10th seed Lake Region Rangers. It's their first playoff win, Harwood's, since 2021. And on top of that, Nick Casey pitching a great game for the Highlanders, pitched 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Winning that game, first playoff win since 2021, they also found out that they get to host a quarterfinal game as the 7th seed
Wow.
because
That's
they're
huge.
hosting number 15
Team-
Milton. I was really
That's
looking
pretty awesome.
ahead to
Yeah.
that Montpelier-Harwood matchup, but it's not going to happen. So Harwood will be at home this Friday in their quarterfinal matchup with the number 15th seed. Don't ever count out a number 15
Nope.
seed that's playing with a lot of confidence.
Nope.
Number 4, Burton with a 2-0 win over the Spalding Crimson Tide. Burton is on a 12-game winning streak heading into their
Wow.
quarterfinal matchup.
Nice.
I got to give a shout out to Spalding pitcher Averill Parker, who's had a great season. 78 pitches over 6 innings, just 1 walk in those 6 innings. He also recorded the Crimson Tide's only hit, a double.
Nice.
So talk about great pitching for Bernie
Right.
Burton. So great job, a great season for the Crimson Tide. Who else do we got going here? We've got to flip to softball, where U32 girls went in hot after closing the season with a double header win. They went in as the 10th seed, played a very hot Mount Abe team. though.
Yes.
As
Defending
the 7th
champions,
seed.
Mount Abe.
21-2, Mount Abe came away with the win. Mount Abe will now travel to Linden.
That is going to be an
Right.
awesome matchup.
I'm like, and here we go.
Yep.
So they got to travel up to Linden.
Down here for Mount Abe
Friday.
this year, but
Still.
you're the defending champs until you're not. So
That's exactly it.
never count them out. Never.
Well said.
Yeah.
Division II softball that we're still talking about. Number 6 Milton, 15-3 over number 11 Spalding Crimson Tide. But the big win, the number 8 seed Otter Valley
Yeah.
Otters with an 11-7 win over the number 9 seed, right?
Yes.
Lake Region Rangers. They will now travel to Enosburg on Friday to face the number 1 seed Enosburg.
They're just
Hornets.
15-1,
Tell
no
us
big deal.
about the game, though. Good game.
Very good game.
11-7?
Yes.
Good
11-7.
game.
The score really isn't indicative of how the game went. It went very quick. 4 innings was like bang, bang, bang. The Lake Region scored 2, I believe, in the top of the 3rd. I think it was good hits, no errors, great hits. Just and then Otter Valley came up in the bottom of the 4th and scored 10 runs. And it was a mixture of key base hits, key errors by Lake Region,
Errors again.
And heads up base running by Otter Valley.
Nice.
Definitely won it with our base running, but it was the little fundamental things like throwing the ball back to the pitcher. I mean, we scored a couple runs off
Really?
lazy throws back to the pitcher.
Oh no.
So
Though that's tough.
it is very
Yeah.
tough,
Yeah.
yes. But great game for Otter Valley. Coach, congratulations to Coach Kelly Treya. That was actually his 101st victory. He got his
Very cool.
100th victory last week, so kudos to him. Also in that game, starting pitcher Sierra Cromani. Remember, I think it's Cromani is
do
her last
remember.
name. She recorded her 100th strikeout of the season. So kudos to her
Nice.
for that. So it was an all-around good team win. It was hot.
Confidence is up.
The confidence is up.
They haven't
Yep.
played Enosburg. Enosburg
Nope.
hasn't. I love it when it gets to a quarterfinal
Yes.
and
Yes.
you don't know. Well, you know each other, but you don't.
Correct. Correct.
Don't
so
count 'em out, right?
their game is Saturday, not Friday.
Oh, it is Saturday.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I think Enosburg has something going on Friday. So yeah, I'll be hiking up to the Canadian border Saturday at 11.
You will. You will.
Yep, I'm pretty excited about it. So
It's a great area up there, too.
It is.
You'll enjoy it.
I
It's
know.
a Saturday.
Yep.
If I was around, I would probably travel up
yeah,
with
Mama
you.
Wheels has no idea where it is. She's like, never even heard of it. And I said, Mom, we're near Canada.
You are near Canada, Mama
And she's
Wheels.
like, so we have to go to Canada? I said, no, near
Close.
Canada.
Your
But
phone
yes.
might tell you you're in
Yes.
Canada, but
Yep.
you're not.
Yep.
Well, congrats to Otter Valley and a young team as well. And the more...
Yes, 2 seniors. That's it.
Yep.
Wow.
And
Yep.
you get this big win and go up there and you never know.
Nothing to lose.
Yep.
You never know.
Nope.
In Division III softball, number 5 Randolph, 20-5 over number 12 Woodstock. They will travel to BFA Fairfax on Friday, who is the number 4 seed. BFA Fairfax always good in
Always.
softball.
Always.
Always good.
Yep.
And number 8 seed White River Valley with a 15-2 win over number 9 seed Payne Mountain. They now get to travel to face 16-0 defending champ, number 1 seed Oxbow Olympians.
Yeah.
In boys lacrosse, St. Johnsbury, the 7th seed over the number 10 seed Spalding Crimson Tide, 16-9. St. J will now travel to Harwood, who is the number 2 seed, and that is a Friday matchup as well. In girls lacrosse, number 9 seed Harwood Highlanders, 11-10 over the number 8 seed Colchester.
Nice game.
Marley McVeigh, 4 goals in that game. The Highlanders will travel to Number 1, Hartford. This
Shocker,
Friday.
Hartford. Shocker.
Here's another one I was lining up, but it did not happen. Number 10 seed St. Johnsbury Academy, 10-9 in girls lacrosse over the number 7 seed Spalding Crimson Tide. So St. Johnsbury, not Spalding, will travel to number 2 seed U32 this Friday for a 4:30 matchup. Again, U32 is the defending girls lacrosse D2 state champs. Today on the docket is number 4 seed in boys ultimate Montpelier High School. They will be hosting number 13th seed Rice, and in girls tennis, number 7 seed U32 is traveling to number 2 Burren-Burton, and number 6 seed Montpelier High School girls tennis team is traveling to number 3 Mount Mansfield. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
It is a lot, and it's a busy weekend.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everything happens within 2 weeks.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
it's the shortest season,
Yep.
but come like the first and second week in June, it's like bang, 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 bang.
Yep.
And then they're graduating.
And then it's graduation.
Seniors
Yes.
are moving on. CB, I'm going to give the next shout out to you about women's soccer. Katerina Macario is the only shout out I have.
Yep.
First game starting in 781 days. She's been out 2 years with an ACL
tear.
injury.
Which is going to be huge for the
That's
Huge for the
It's
team.
going to be huge.
Going-
So she's my soccer shout out.
Yeah, so we're heading into, and I've been talking about this a lot, we're heading into the Olympics next month now. The rosters are due July 3rd. And for soccer, it's 18 spots, 2 of those being goalies. So it's a really short roster versus the World Cup, which is usually 23. So very limited.
true.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
brutal. It's brutal.
I didn't
And
know
then
that.
the
Yeah.
games are closely packed. So they have to be smart. Usually they like a lot of like utility players. Someone like Emily Sonnet, who is still around but can play defense and
I
can
love
play,
her.
can play midfield. She's just this really spunky, like she's a tough player.
Yep.
But it was Emma Hayes' first 2 games as the coach.
Right.
And I'm really excited for her. One, because she doesn't take anyone's shit. And so just because you've
love
been on the
that.
team,
Yeah.
just because you've been on the team forever doesn't mean you're getting a roster spot.
Right.
Right.
So
And that's how it should be.
Yep.
yeah, and
Always.
we've talked about like the changing of the guard in other sports. Truly, this is a changing of the guard.
Yes, 100%.
Shout out to a couple of my shout outs are the big one, Lily Johannes, who's 16 years old, folks.
16.
I know. Isn't that nuts?
She had her first cap this week, last night, and then with her first international goal, that puts her as the 3rd youngest to score for the U.S. women's national team, behind the legend Christine Lilly and then Tiffany Roberst. Another one, Rose Lavelle had her 100th cap, who I love and am happy that she's healthy right now. Knock on wood. Wrapper and bubble wrap. Crystal Dunn had her first start
She
as
did.
had her first start as a forward since 2017. Her first goal for the team since 2018, because she's just been in
Yep.
like a left back, right back,
Yep. Right.
the whole.
She was my other
yeah.
shout
Yep.
out. Yeah.
And so she's converted, put in her time, put in her dues, played where they needed her to play.
Team player.
Yep.
Through
And
and
so she might, she'd be an excellent candidate for the roster because she can play defense. She can play
Yep.
as a forward. She played the midfield. She's also from Long Island, so shout out to Crystal Dunn. And then so July 3rd.
Big day.
Big day.
day.
I'm so excited. I hope that, for me, it's Alyssa Nair.
Yep.
She needs to get healthy.
Okay.
And it's real short span because she's our goalie. She has the most experience. Nothing
Yeah.
against, our goalies that are backups, but
Hey,
So-
the backup had a good save last night.
she had a great save. But it's, no offense to South Korea. It's South Korea, though.
Yeah.
They're not like the
CB
tallest.
was gonna say
like
that.
they're not a big team. They're not, hugely
understand.
competitive.
Yep.
So, we really, really need to get Alyssa Nair back. That's going to be huge. But the offense is playing amazing. Sophia Smith is on fire.
Yeah, she is.
She is.
She is something.
Her connection with Trinity Rodman is really,
Amazing.
really fun to watch. Sam Drake is. I'm shouting Jody out for still being my friend at 9 months pregnant and looking like a Michelin man.
Sam Drake, I just wrote
I
your
love
name-
that.
I
Yes.
just wrote her name down as CB was talking. I'm like, Sam Drake, exclamation point. Because Sam, how's it looking? I think it's June 7th. I think it's June 7th.
I keep telling her every day. I'm like, it's Friday. You're gonna
That'll be
Braxton.
amazing. That'll
Braxton
be
on
amazing.
Friday.
And I'm just going to throw a middle name out at you. Sheppy. That's it. That's all I got.
I
for
think
you.
it's
Okay,
great.
Sam. Sheppy.
Braxton
Okay.
Sheppy.
Braxton Sheppy. I mean, it does sound.
It rolls right off the
rolls.
tongue.
That flows better than just Shep. Yeah.
I mean, Sam is right though. So I have this weird thing about pregnant women freak me out. It's a thing.
Sam says
She's
she
not
loves
kidding.
it. Sam says she loves it.
Thank you, Sam.
And
They do.
they do.
I watched you with Lindsay.
Yeah, it freaks me out.
Understand
I
that.
don't. I don't know. I have a thing.
She does. I don't get it, but she does. I watched it with
Yeah,
Lindsay.
it's like when my sister was pregnant. I think the last 3 months I never saw her. I was like, nope. And Sam, who I work with, is 9 months pregnant. She's due June 17th, but yet I still eat lunch with her. I still go in her office to see
Thank
her.
you, Sam, for taking one for the team.
So
Maybe
I think
she's
I'm
gonna
maturing.
She's going to get you over the hump.
Yeah. Oh
break
my
you
gosh.
of the whatever.
However,
it is you have
All
going
of
on.
this progress will be lost if her water breaks at work. It is over for me. There will be no coming back from that.
That's true.
Yeah. So I'm
Lindsay Carey from our softball
I couldn't-
family.
who I
she
love.
Oh, you adore her.
Yeah.
We all adore
She's like
Lynn.
she's my softball wife, love her, but when she
But-
was pregnant, no. No.
See that face? She's
Yeah.
not- that's the face she made.
can't-
Oh, Lynn, you're still pregnant? Yes, Jody. It doesn't go away after 9 days.
Sam,
9 months.
Sam says, I really have to break it down for her. I do check on her multiple times a day.
She does. She's like, she'll peek around and be like, "Can I come in your office?"
Oh, my God.
She's been very great about
She's
that. She's been
wonderful,
wonderful.
which we all knew that
Yes.
anyway.
Oh,
Yes.
my goodness.
Huge shout out to Sam Drake.
Huge shout out.
Thank you for taking on this challenge because it's a challenge.
It is. No one has succeeded as
Nope.
far as she has
That's
succeeded.
huge.
9 months and I'm still sitting next to her at the lunch table.
God bless you, Sam.
That's you.
God bless you. You have a special place
Yeah.
in Jody's heart for her to
Seriously,
still be.
this is true.
Oh, Wheels, you got some shout?
I do. I have some. I have a laundry list here. My first shout out is Happy Pride Month.
Oh, Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride. I have no idea how this is even a thing, but I own nothing rainbow. I tried
That's
to.
got to be a lie.
Right?
That's got to be a lie.
I just went from pregnancy with Jody
Wait,
to
don't
no
you have
rainbows.
you have a Yankee sweat? Don't you have a Yankee sweatshirt that's like?
It's like colored, but
You
it's
got
not
your whole
rainbow.
Texas attire.
But
going
I was
on
like,
there.
I must have like some sort of rainbow pride shirt. Nothing. No hat. No nothing.
Well, you got a month to wear
So
something.
I have rings that say "Love is
you
love,"
got
and
a
that. So that's all I got.
bracelet.
And I got a bracelet. But I'm like, how do I have nothing?
we need
Pride.
we need to get you like a hat.
Yeah.
You're killing me right now.
Nothing.
Oh my God.
So anyway, that can be added to the GoFundMe for the hats that I lost in
lost.
Florida. Add that to the GoFundMe page.
Oh my God.
My second shout out is going back to Otter Valley. So it hasn't been in the paper yet, but the Southern Valley League All-Star team was announced, which is it consists of, that's the league Otter Valley is in.
Yep.
Their All-Star team was announced, and huge shout out. Otter Valley had 2 representatives. Senior pitcher Sierra, who we were talking about, she's a first team All-Star, and someone we all know and love, my niece Addie, as a freshman.
As a freshman.
Freshman,
girl,
made
Addie.
the SVL first team, which
Atta
is
girl.
freaking awesome.
Damn,
And
as a freshman.
my mom kept asking me, "Do you remember if you made it back when you were a freshman?" And I don't think I did. And it was called the MVL when I was there. I'm pretty
Marble
sure
Valley.
I didn't. Addie is adamant that I must have.
No, Addie,
But
we're
I
going to say your auntie didn't, and you
No.
did as a freshman.
As a freshman,
Just give you your props
yes,
here.
which is pretty freaking awesome. So I'm super proud of her. She's had a great season, and hopefully it carries over to Saturday, and we can continue the season. My other shout out is to Monica McNutt, an analyst on ESPN,
Say, I know that name.
who put your 2 favorite persons, Stephen A. Smith, in his place.
Oh yes, I saw that.
I did
And
not.
it was
I saw
awesome.
that.
to me.
And it
Yeah.
was
Talk to
awesome.
me.
So it all started with
Oh, thank God.
a conversation, a heated exchange about Caitlin Clark and the foul that was put on her, or the Sky player who fouled her.
Yep.
And they were talking about that and how, there's this narrative going around in the WNBA that the league is out to get Caitlin Clark. All these new fans,
looks it.
the new WNBA fans and new fans to basketball in general, are under the impression that the entire league is out to get Caitlin Clark. And McNutt said that the media is playing a role in this, which they absolutely are.
100%.
100%.
Yep. Fueling it.
Stephen A. Smith did not like that comment and said, nobody talks about the WNBA more and women's sports more than I do on First Take. And McNutt interrupted and said, Stephen A., 3 years ago, you never mentioned anything about the WNBA or women's sports.
Right.
And you had a platform to do so, and you did not. And Stephen A. was, for the first time ever in his life, speechless.
Yep, it was amazing.
Speechless.
I gotta watch
He
it.
needs to shut up more.
It was awesome. She made valid points. Watch it on YouTube. Monica McNutt. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And to see Stephen A. Smith, all he could say was, wow. He had nothing else to say. He was speechless. So good for her for sticking
That's
up.
a huge shout out.
That's a huge shout out.
Huge shout out right there.
So good for her for putting him in his place.
Yep.
Because
Somebody has to.
as we all know right now, the WNBA is at its most popular. Yes, I am a huge Caitlin Clark fan, but it's because of Caitlin Clark. I mean, you guys, come on.
Yeah.
Like, all these new fans, all this new viewership, all charter flights, everything, it's because of Caitlin Clark. Do I think the league is jealous of her? Absolutely, I do. It's very adamant.
Yeah, it's tough because yes, are the vets usually tough with the rookies? Yes.
Yes, of
Does
course.
her talent warrant them to be a little bit tighter on her?
Yes.
But that flagrant by Carter,
Yeah.
like that
It
was
was
just
awful.
uncalled
It was
for.
so uncalled for.
That,
and
to
she's had
me,
problems in the past.
deserves a suspension.
Yes,
Yeah.
agreed.
That to me just was.
She
You
called,
watch it over and over again and go, I don't understand.
No,
she called her a bitch and then pushed her.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how is that not a flagrant in game
Right?
either?
Right. And for them to have to even review that, I'm like,
Right.
It's mind blowing.
Yeah.
the official was
Mind-blowing.
standing right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
But, kudos to Caitlin Clark because she didn't retaliate or do anything.
Yeah.
She literally just got up and went
Yeah.
about her business, like,
Yeah.
which shows maturity because, we all know
And
in
honestly-
college she was,
Yeah. And honestly, Clark would probably be happy if people stopped talking about her.
yes,
Yes,
I agree.
She's never-
I agree 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Let's just go play ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Zip it.
Yes.
Yep.
So, so that's my shout out with that. Another shout out is, I don't know if it's 6 years to the day, but 6 years ago, if you were watching college softball, you will never forget Jessie Warren from Florida State making what could possibly be one of the greatest plays in Women's College World Series history, making a diving catch on a bunt, throwing out the runner at first from her knees to end a rally, FSU versus Washington, and FSU would go on to win the Women's College
That was
World
one of my
Series.
favorite College World Series.
It was
Big
awesome.
Florida State fan.
I was a big Washington fan, but hard to believe that was 6 years ago.
I know. I'm like,
But
really?
it still gets played every year.
I
Every
love
year they
that.
replay that. Absolutely amazing. So those are my shout outs.
I'm going to give a shout out to Coco Gauff, the reigning
Oh,
nice.
2023 U.S. Open champ, who is now playing in 2 semis. I was remiss. I'm like, doubles.
I forget about
She's
doubles.
in
Yeah,
the
me too.
semis in doubles.
Who's she doubling with?
With Siniakova. I probably said that wrong. They have not dropped a set
Oh, wow.
yet in doubles. They will be playing in their semis on Friday, and she is also playing in the singles semis
Yep.
of the French Open. Excuse me. I
Yes.
probably should have started with that. She will be playing Iga Swiatek, who is the number 1 seed, who has beaten her 10 out of 11 times.
Yep.
But you know what?
Yep.
10 out of 11.
Right.
I mean, she won one.
Exactly.
And Coco is just the face of women's
I'm
tennis.
so
She is.
excited for her.
I remember watching, and I know I told this to you, CB, at work the other day, watching the 2023 U.S. Open. I was in Boston, and we just happened to go into a sports bar, and everybody was on pins and needles watching that, and it sucked us right
Yep.
in. Oh, it was amazing watching that. So huge shout out to her as she goes for the French Open win in singles and doubles.
I have a couple others. So I also have like a laundry list. These are random. But gymnastics had the U.S. championships. Unsurprisingly, Simone Biles took it.
Yeah,
She did.
But also, we're getting ready for the Olympic trials for the gymnasts. There's 16 gymnasts on the team. For the trials, some of the notables are, of course, Simone Biles, Sky Blakely, who took second in the championships, Kayla DiCella, who took third, the Suni Lee, the reigning all-around championship, she took 4th. She's looking better. She's working her way from some health issues, some kidney issues, I believe. So she's working her way back. Jordan Childs, who took 5th. And then some other ones, notable ones are Jade Carey and Shiley Jones. So they'll be getting ready for the Olympics. I am so excited for that. And then going to baseball a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Luis
It's not on my list, so go for it.
Luis Heel.
Killing it.
He is a rookie starting pitcher for the Yankees. On the season, he's 7-1 with a 1.82 ERA. That's the lowest in the majors, I believe.
Wow.
He's had 69.1 innings pitched with 85 strikeouts. He is the first pitcher since 2021 Jacob deGrom to have 7-game winning streak, 50-plus strikeouts, 3 or fewer runs, and 15 or fewer hits. He's had, over those 7 games, he's pitched at least 6 innings in each game with 1 or fewer runs
Wow.
given up.
Oh, my
He
God.
is...
It's been a long time since the Yankees have had an amazing rookie pitcher.
Right?
I'm wondering. It's been since Jabba
again.
Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm wondering, like, are they going to do the same thing to him as they did to Jabba
Right.
and limit his innings pitched? I don't know.
I'm going to piggyback that with Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who is
Yep.
pitching great
Yep.
for the Dodgers. I think that's the only positive
Oh
for the
my
Dodgers
God.
Right.
so far
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
The 25-year-old rookie has been phenomenal, allowing 3 earned runs or fewer in 9 of his 12 starts.
I
That's
wanted
awesome.
him so bad.
You and me both, CB.
And thank God that Yankees didn't get Snell because he's injured
Right?
again.
Yeah.
Again, we
Right.
were talking
Again.
about that the other day.
So-
Yeah.
We're like, and down goes Snell
Again.
Yep.
We knew this was going to
Yep.
happen.
Always.
Yep.
We knew it. My shout down. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. My shout down is to Lonzo Ball, who has so much promise in the NBA, but hasn't played in the last 2 years. I get it. A lot of knee injuries. But he was quoted as saying, "The reffing is weak. I got you, Angel Reese. I'll pay your $400 fine. That ref was so weak." And that is because Angel Reese got 2 technicals and ejected recently, so she will face a $400 fine.
No, I think that got brought back.
It did. They
What's
brought
that?
it back.
They brought back the second technical.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Natasha Cloud and Caitlin Clark are actually the only 2 in the WNBA that have 3 each on this season. I didn't know that.
Yep.
That doesn't surprise me with Natasha Cloud. She's a spitfire. But I didn't realize once you get your 7th, it is $800 and a game suspension.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So who do we think is going to get it first? I think it's going to be Natasha Cloud. I
Yes.
really do.
Agreed.
She's fun to watch, though. Man,
She is,
She's
yes.
so fun to watch.
Yes.
Oh my God. So, the W news? I'm very proudly wearing my Connecticut Sun t-shirt.
Yeah.
Kate Martin's birthday today.
Yep.
She's
Oh,
getting
Kate Money Martin.
She's getting trolled by the Vegas Aces so
So
much.
bad. It's so funny.
They pretended to leave, have the bus leave without her.
Oh my God.
But she's just probably, out of all of the rookies, she's having the most fun.
Oh, yeah.
good
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy when you land with a team that
Right.
has
Yeah.
won
Yeah.
a few championships.
Yep.
I watched the Liberty play the other night, against Chicago, and I tell you what, I know that they've had some ups and downs so far this year, but there's just too much
Yeah.
talent
Yeah.
on that team. Still going to stand by them winning it all this
Yeah.
year. And I should not count out the Connecticut Sun because I've watched them a couple of times, and that is just a solid team. And Coach Stephanie White is
She's
a
awesome.
stud. She is a stud.
She is awesome.
We're going to move on to the NCAA Women's Softball Tournament.
Starts
where
tonight.
It has been so exciting.
So
Does
good.
it start tonight or tomorrow night?
I thought, isn't it? I think it's tonight.
I have no idea. That's why I'm looking at
Yeah.
you with my lost
Yeah.
look. The fact that Oklahoma pulled out that game 3,
Boo.
I'm still. Florida was up 5-2 in the
Yeah.
4th.
Yes.
And I didn't count Oklahoma.
You
out.
never can.
There's a
No.
reason why they're the 3-time
Right.
defending champs.
Right.
But if there was a team going in with a boatload of confidence, it was the Florida
Oh,
Gators.
yes.
And
Oh, my
when
God.
you're-
They played awesome.
When you're up 5-2 in the 4th, at that point, I'm not going to lie, thought it was over with.
Oh, I definitely did not.
Because there was just so much confidence oozing from the Florida Gators. And we all know what happened.
Yep.
8th inning walk-off homer for OU, and it sets up the big showdown. I'm sorry, but this is
what everybody wanted.
This is huge.
Yeah.
Number 1, Texas versus number 2, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Hook 'em horns for
Horns
both
is
of us
right.
on the set. 3-time defending champs. Who you got?
I got Texas
In how many
in 3.
games?
I think it's going to go 3. I hope it doesn't.
I'm scared.
I am scared. I am very scared. I mean, Texas has a 3-headed monster for pitching. They have the freshman who is the strikeout pitcher. Then they have Morgan, who's the fastest pitcher. And then they have Gutierrez, who's the one that has all the control. So combined in 14 innings, 19 innings, 3 games, 19 innings, the pitchers have only given up 3 hits. 3 hits, people. 3 hits. The freshman alone has pitched 14 innings, 15 strikeouts, 2 hits, no earned runs.
And that's why I'm leaning with exactly what you said.
Yeah.
OU scares the living daylights out of me. They now have all the momentum, but there's just something about this Texas team.
I think it's their year.
And I
really
haven't
do.
said this since Kat Osterman, but
I
even
know.
then I was just like, I don't think that's a well-rounded team.
No.
So I'm with you. I'm going to go Texas in 3.
3.
Is Jen Esteville, if you're listening, we would love to hear your prediction for the college women's softball championship.
Sam says, shout down to Oklahoma softball for the TikTok video I sent to Jody. Excessive cheering for getting walked.
Yes. So thank you, Sammy.
Yep.
That leads me to, there has got to be some sort of penalty or repercussion or something for excessive celebration in ridiculous fashion at ridiculous times. Oklahoma proved once again why I can't stand them. Because if you watch
My nervous laugh.
if you go on TikTok or if you watch excessive celebration videos, Oklahoma softball, there was a walk in the 3rd inning, or I don't even know what inning it was. 3rd inning, leadoff hitter for Oklahoma takes a walk, and you would have thought she just won the game.
Gotcha.
Slams her bat, jumps up and down, gallops to first base. I'm
I
like,
need to
come
see that.
on. Like,
I did not see that.
act like you are the 3-time defending champion and act like you've been here.
Act like you just had a really good at-bat and drew the walk and go to freaking
I mean,
first
their
base.
excessive celebration is absolutely ridiculous. There's the video that Sam sent me is a celebration on a walk, another walk, and you just see the Florida Gators in the background just like can't even believe what they're watching right now. Like Oklahoma steals a base, you think they just won the World Series. Like I get it if you're new to the World Series, but even then, you just walked. Why are you slamming your bat down?
Yep,
And
I
acting
agree.
like I just cannot stand them. I do not like how they play. I think they have awful sportsmanship. And I just hope Texas freaking annihilates them. And kudos to Florida because, man, they put in a fight.
They certainly did.
And they were fun to watch.
They were a lot of fun to
Yeah.
watch. They really were. They were so much fun to
Yeah.
watch. I don't know, Wheels. I'm nervous. But,
I'm very, very nervous.
This is the best team Texas has put out there.
Oh, 100%. The most well-rounded because, like you mentioned, the years with Kat Osterman, they were led by her, and that was it.
That was it.
Like,
That was.
I mean,
unfortunately, that was it.
Kat Osterman's career numbers at Texas, her career ERA is 0.5.
Oh my gosh.
0.5!
Jesus Christ.
She had 85
Christ, CB said.
85 shutouts, 20 no-hitters, and
That's
she
sick.
never won a World Series.
That's insane.
Yep.
Biggest heartbreak for
Ever.
if you're a softball fan, her not winning. That just
It broke
your
my heart.
It just broke your
But
heart.
that's when they went there, that's all she literally carried
that
them
was
there.
it. That was it.
So,
Talking about, we're going to go back in history because my shout out is to the Pac-12 as well.
yeah.
The
Pac-12
Pac-12
is amazing.
ignited the growth of softball. It
For
did.
sure.
In the 80s.
Yes.
I think of Dot Richardson, big time, the UCLA shortstop, who was named the Player of the Decade in the 80s. From 1988 to 1997, every NCAA Title I was either UCLA or Arizona.
Or Arizona. Yep.
That is fascinating, and I remember all of this. Of course I do. Mike Candrea calls it gut-wrenching that we are losing the Pac-12, and
I agree.
could not agree with him more. He was the coach of the Arizona Wildcats. He had 8 titles with Arizona, 1,674 wins. Hell of a coach.
Oh, they were amazing.
His 2 quotes were, "This is gut-wrenching, and we're living in a world now that's completely different."
Yep.
Mike, I say that every day, and you are so right. Him and Dot Richardson said they both saw changes coming before Texas and Oklahoma left the Big 12 to go to the SEC. And I love Dot Richardson's quote. It's very simple, but it's very true. "I think the SEC is trying to dominate in all
sports. Yep.
And they are so right.
So right.
We can talk about any college sport. I think this is a travesty. I can't believe that there is no Pac-12. Weren't we talking about Tara Vanderveer, Coach Vanderveer, saying, she retired. She doesn't want to travel over to the East Coast. I don't blame her one bit.
Nope.
No.
And, just to show you, we all know what it is. It's called money.
Yep.
It's a very simple thing. And Coach Candrea is saying that when he says we live in a different world now. And to just add the cherry on top to the money issue, the Oklahoma women's softball program this spring opened up Lowe's Field. I mean, you very rarely heard about, a sponsored field in the 80s and the 90s. Lowe's Field was opened this spring for OU softball, a $48 million stadium.
Wow.
Which is great for women's softball.
Right.
There's
Yes,
two.
of
It's
course.
a two-headed monster.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But Coach Patrick Murphy of the Alabama Crimson
Love him.
Tide says, "I don't even want to think about how difficult the SEC will be."
Oh my God, it's going to be
next year.
Yep.
with Alabama,
And the committee
Florida,
trying to
Texas,
pick-
Oklahoma, like
Yep.
exactly how many teams are going to make it
From the
from
SEC.
the SEC? Because obviously the winner gets an automatic bid, but
You're going to beat up one another during the season.
Right.
You could have 18 losses.
that's what Murphy said. He
Yeah,
said
you
you
could
could
have
have
18
15
losses.
to 18 losses and still make it.
Make it because and your strength of schedule is through the roof.
Yep.
I
I don't like it. I don't like it
don't
at all.
like it either. And I just love listening to. I'll listen to Mike Candrea and Dot Richardson because Dot Richardson made women's softball when it wasn't even.
Yep.
Nobody was watching it.
Jen says probably three games as they are 2-2 against each other for the season.
Yep,
Texas
that's
has
the other stat.
Texas has the pitching, Oklahoma has the hitting. Hard is Oklahoma, but I would not be surprised if Texas takes it. They are due. She also says Florida's pitcher was a freshman. They will be back.
Yeah, they were awesome.
They will be back, and that pit in their belly's going to burn.
Oh yeah. Yep.
CB's laughing over there. I'm trying to figure out what she's reading.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Real quick. Mark sent us a picture. Hold on, I want to show this real quick. Are we done with softball?
Yeah, go for it.
Mark sent us a picture. He wanted us to give him feedback for when he goes to Cooperstown. It's this really cool. I don't know, Mark. What are we looking at? It's a really cool, like little. It's got Vermont, a baseball and bat, and then like a little mini ump. I'm guessing which is Mark.
Mark Bernier. Gotta love that man.
Mark, what are we looking at? I think it looks awesome, whatever it is.
And he's going to Cooperstown.
Yep.
When is that? Tell him to let us know again.
I
know
love
he's told us.
Cooperstown. I love it.
I have never been.
You
and
need-
it
we need
is-
to go.
Yeah.
That and Canton are both on my bucket list.
Yes. Cooperstown it's literally a little baseball town.
I was going to say the town is. It's
Everything is
baseball.
baseball. Everything. It's the cutest town. Oh my God, I loved it. I loved it. I can't wait to go back.
How long does it take to get there?
Oh, it's a trip.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Should we fly?
It's not that big of a trip.
Dang it! The older I get,
I
the less
know.
I want to be in a car.
Well, you know,
Whereas
Karen.
Mama Wheels will agree with me, won't
Right,
she?
she will definitely agree
I'm
with
like,
you.
get
Yes.
on a plane and go.
Yeah.
Get on a plane
Yeah,
and go.
but I think it might be. I don't know. Mark will probably know how far it is from here. But I lived in New York when I went, so it was only like a 2-hour ride for me. So I think it might be 4 hours from here.
I
not
want to
bad.
go to Cooperstown. I want to go to
not bad.
Canton so bad. So
Agreed.
bad.
Yes.
I've obviously gone to Springfield because it's the closest,
Yep.
2 or 3 times to the basketball. Were you able to put the picture up, though?
I did,
So
I did.
viewers can see. Awesome. He'll chime in at some point.
Yeah,
or-
Mark, give us more details.
Shall we give seeing as we're doing predictions? Yep. We did softball. It's time for the NBA finals. And one of my teams is still in it. It was not me going out on a limb. CB and I did not go
Nope.
out on a limb.
Nope.
So I still give my shout out to Wheels.
I did.
I loved
but
the T-Wolves, and and they made it to the
They
Eastern
did.
and Western Conference Final. High five, my friend. That
Thank
was
you.
great job. None of us saw the Mavericks.
No.
None of us.
Not even close. No.
Nope.
We discussed probably about a month ago, the super teams are now dead. We
Right.
talked about the new era of everything. And in this NBA, it's the new era of the young guns.
Yes.
Definitely the T-Wolves, Oklahoma City Thunder, and they will all be back. But it's not like the Celtics are an old team.
Nope.
And it's not like the Mavericks are an old team. I mean, I don't even know how old Kyrie Irving
I-
is. But he's not old.
I feel like he's been around
He just-
forever.
Yes.
It feels
Forever.
like,
Same.
for F's sake, he's
Yeah.
been around forever. My goodness. But it was interesting to read that the first super team built was,
He's 32.
Okay.
all right, definitely not old, but,
No.
was the 2007 Boston Celtics.
Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett. Yep.
And Paul Pierce.
And Paul Pierce. Yep.
That was the first, they started it, and from there, it just exploded.
Yes.
It really did. And they got their championship. They turned their franchise around. I think the second one that did work, and it was working, was James, Bosch, and Wade with the
Yes.
Heat.
Yeah.
What'd they win, 2 or 3 down there in Miami?
2, I think it was. I think they went to 3
And 1, 2?
and 1, 2, maybe. I know the Mavs beat them in one of them.
I think that I'm just... So it was a thing, and it was a very successful thing.
Yes.
But now you look at Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, James Harden, Durant, Booker,
No.
Bradley Beal, and Durant and Bradley Beal combined for $101 million this year.
Damn.
Their contracts. What are they doing?
Rated.
Because you know who mopped them up was Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yep.
I mean, mopped them
Mopped
up.
them, yeah.
Made them look silly.
Yeah.
Made them look really silly. Now I feel like we're more onto the, and we're seeing all these teams do it. You've got the 2 young players, and you just build role players around them. And you look at Doncic and you look at Kyrie Irving, and there's great role players around them. You look at Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown,
Yep.
and there's great role players around them. I have to give Brad Stevens, the VP pres of the Celtics, a lot of kudos. I mean, he was coaching the team. He slid into the front office. He brought in maybe not great players like a Tatum and Jaylen Brown, but really good players.
Right.
And you look at Porzingis, who's now back. They were smart because they got by without him. I look at Derek White, who is one of the best role players still playing. I look at Drew Holiday, going out and getting him.
Love him.
Same.
Marcus Smart left town, and all Celtic fans were crying.
Yep.
Now they don't even know who Marcus Smart
Right.
is anymore because Drew Holiday made them forget. And then the old man, Al Horford.
Yep. Who, again, I feel like has been around forever.
Yep. I look at the Mavs with P.J. Washington and crew and go, there's just so many good role
Yeah.
players. Mavericks, the 5th seed. Celtics, the 1 seed. Celtics got the 2nd best defense, I think. They do pride themselves on defense, which I
Yeah.
love that. So who you guys picking? I'm going to have to stay with the C's.
Same. Same.
I'm going 6 games.
Oh, that's what I was going to choose. I'll go. You go first.
I'm going off the grid.
Good.
I like
I've been
it. I
sticking
like
with it.
I like it.
I'm going to go with the Mavs.
You should put some money on this.
I'm gonna go Mavs in 6.
Mavs in 6.
Yeah.
I got
Ooh.
C's in 6. Okay.
I was gonna go 6, but let's go 5. I'll take
I was
Celtics
just,
in 5.
CB's going to say 5
Yeah.
because she
Yeah.
went 5 last year.
Yeah.
She took the Nuggets in 5 last
Yeah.
year.
Yep.
And I took the Nuggets in 6. So obviously I'm stuck on 6. You're stuck on 5. I like that you went Mavs.
Yeah. I can't.
I do. I love it.
I can't do I can't go for a Boston team. A and
I know.
B. I'm just like the Mavs right now. I think I worry because they had a long break.
It's
a
been like
longer break.
87 years since they've played.
Correct. I feel like if it just went like they won and
they
had
had
a day
really
off
good
and then
momentum.
right.
Yeah.
I think their momentum
Yeah.
is insane. So I worry that might hit the skids a little bit.
Yeah.
Kyrie's on some sort of revenge tour.
He is. on
You know,
his
I
own
don't like
revenge
him.
tour.
he's a Duke Blue Devil, so I don't,
Well, we are going back now.
Yeah. But they're just playing really well right now, like really well. And I don't think the Celtics have really been challenged, to be honest.
That's true.
So I think this
very
might be
valid
their
point.
first challenge.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes.
Very
But
Doncic and Irving are playing at a different level
Yes.
right
Yes.
now, but
Yes.
so aren't Brown and Tatum.
correct. Brown is definitely for sure.
I typically don't take Boston teams either way.
Same.
I know you don't.
But I
know.
have to. I really have to this time around. I don't feel like they have been challenged. I do think Dallas wishes they could have just taken
I
a
agree.
day or two
Yep.
off and gone right back
Yep.
into it. And I got to give Coach Jason Kidd a lot of
Yeah.
credit.
Yep.
I love
I
him.
think he's going to he could work his magic as well. I just want a really good series.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really,
Same.
really do.
Yep.
What about hockey, you guys? Anybody care?
They're having a puppy Stanley Cup. That's as far as it goes, guys, for me.
I didn't even know that,
there's
so
a
that's
Stanley-
great.
There's a Stanley pup.
I love this. Thank you, CB. I did not know that.
I did not know
I
that
got
either.
so excited, guys.
I'm going Florida Panthers in 6. I have a problem with 6, obviously, over the Edmonton Oilers. These are the two teams I was cheering for in the conference finals. Sorry, New York Rangers, because some New York teams have bad luck, and in hockey, it's definitely the Islanders and the Rangers.
Yes, for sure.
Rangers did have that magic run in 1994 with Marc Messier, but I'm going to go with the Panthers, and I'm actually been in tune to it. And you guys can look
You
at
want
me.
to
like
hear
I'm
this
crazy.
stat? It's been 100. So combined for like all of the major sports, NBA, baseball, football, hockey, it's been 100 seasons since any New York team has won a championship.
What?
Wow.
Yep.
Seriously?
Yep. I saw that stat and I was like, yep, I feel that.
Yeah. The Yankees had to have been the last one.
I think so. It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be. In 2009?
Yankees are the Giants.
I was going to say, when did the Giants
Oh, the
win?
Giants won in,
When did they break Tom Brady's heart again?
Right.
was it 12?
I'm going to have to look that one
Yeah,
up.
I think it might have been the Giants.
CB's
that
going to
did
have
that.
to look that one up for us. But gosh.
That's-
And I want to say, I just want the World Series to start in Major League
I know.
because I'm so strong. A strong feeling of
2012.
2 teams.
Yeah.
2012. But I don't want to give them the podcast jinx, so I want to
I
say
know.
their names.
I know.
But I will say that the Philadelphia Phillies,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
man, they look good.
They look so
they
good.
have been playing well for years.
I don't mind jinxing
getting
them.
to the World Series against Houston, but they just are
Yeah, they look good.
tearing it
up,
up right
yep.
now. The Dodgers, what the heck?
I love it.
Yeah,
What
same with
the
the
heck?
same with the Padres.
Yeah.
You know who's breaking my heart is the Cubs right now.
Yeah.
They're not playing great. I mean, the Mets I expect, but the Cubs, come on now.
Yeah.
And
There's
the
a
other
lo-
team
there's
that's
a
playing
lot of
great
teams
is
that are not
still
playing
the
great.
Guardians.
Right. The
Yeah,
team that no one
they're-
talks about.
Guardians are playing great.
Yep.
We
They're
said
what,
this a
like-
few weeks ago.
Yep.
They're playing great.
Yep.
I'm in tune with the Reds too because
Yeah.
I do.
De La
like,
Cruz keeps me in tune with them.
Yeah.
I just pay attention
Yeah.
because
Yep.
he's just every night he does something phenomenal. So
I will say this: it just 2 teams in each league that look so dominant. I know how long the season is.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And as I say that, the other team we never talk about is the Baltimore Orioles,
Yep.
and
Who-
they're
They're
playing great.
too.
Yeah.
They're playing great ball.
Yep.
What's up with
Rauschman.
the Dodgers though? Is it just too
It's
many
the-
egos?
It's the Dodgers.
yeah. I mean,
My dad says ever since they left Brooklyn, they've never.
Yes, Frank. I agree with Frank on that. I agree
Truth.
with that. We're going to flip to the NFL here with about 5 minutes to go. Big
I was
contracts.
gonna say some big
Yes.
signings.
Big
yes.
contracts. We still have some on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Waddle of the Dolphins was given a
Damn.
3-year extension.
Damn.
That one was around 85 mil, I think.
Yep.
But Justin Jefferson has finally got paid. We talked about
Yep.
that.
Deserved.
Yep,
Yep.
4 years, $140 million. JJ McCarthy, just throw it in his radius.
Right.
He will
Just
catch
throw it up there.
Christian McCaffrey gets
Yep.
a 2-year extension, $19 million per year. So deserving.
Solid.
So deserved.
Solid.
Yeah.
So deserving. Sitting there in the background wondering where's the Brinks truck is CeeDee Lamb and Jamar Chase. CeeDee Lamb is missing in action.
Yes, he
hasn't
is.
showed up.
Yo.
Micah Parsons
Also
Yo.
missing in action.
as well.
Yo.
What does
I wouldn't be sad if either of them
No,
just
me
were like,
either. Me either.
show me the money, and if you don't show me, I'm not coming.
Right?
I would love it.
That's
And if you're Jerry Jones and company, what the hell are you waiting for?
Right.
Pay them.
I mean, Jerry has never hesitated to pay people.
Yeah.
So what the hell is he waiting for?
What is he
Come
waiting for?
on.
How
Like,
many?
those are your 2 studs.
Yeah,
What are you
exactly.
doing?
It's no brainer. Give them a blank check.
No, but
And
they'll go
who
sign
else?
Zeke.
Who else are they going to throw the ball to other than CD?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some
Right.
good role players. I
Right.
apologize for that. But you better speed up the process.
And after his season last
Right.
year, like, what are you waiting for?
So you sat there. Justin Jefferson got 140 for
Yep.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Jamar Chase is going to get something as well. Christian McCaffrey got paid. Thank you so much. He's with a great organization.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your 19 mil. Jerry, stop waiting. 'Cause
Yeah, I don't know
the
what
price
he's-
is going up and up. I'm sorry, but Justin Jefferson and CD Lamb right now are on the same level.
Yes.
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 They really
Yes.
are. So what is he waiting for?
Is he trying to, like, prove a point? Because it's only going to hurt him in the long run.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. And
Oh,
Micah
yeah.
Parsons is one of the top 3 defensive players
Correct.
in the
Yeah.
NFL after Myles Garrett.
And Mad Max.
And there you go. Thank you for filling in. I
You're
was like,
welcome.
and Mad Max.
And
And,
Mad
then it's
Max.
Micah Parsons. We forgot TJ Watt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
Sorry,
forgot that Watt
sorry.
guy. Yeah.
There is that Watt guy. So pay them. I mean, what is he?
Yeah,
is he
I don't-
worried about what he's gonna pay Dak Prescott? I mean,
Right.
let's not worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not worry about that. I don't know what he's waiting for. I really don't. With that being said, the Cowboys have put it out there that they're going to ride a 2 or 3 running back set with Rocco Dowdle.
We've really been
Somebody's
hurting on the
gotta-
names today.
Yeah.
Dowdle. Dodal.
Dodal. I would say Dodal.
Total. Yeah.
Rico Dodal and Ezekiel Elliott. Does that put any fear into you guys?
No.
No.
Nope.
Out of all the things, no.
No.
I'm like, and I remember seeing Rico on the field a few times last year. I remember they beat up Pollard and he did nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, he was always out there. What do we think the over-under is on Ezekiel Elliott's touchdowns, though? He's in a situation where he's going to get the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be the red zone running back
Yeah.
for sure.
Over, under 10 rushing TDs.
I think it's under.
I'm going to go
Yeah.
over.
I'm going to go under.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to remember that one.
He's
Under
Because-
10,
Yeah.
over 10.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to get the opportunities, but I
Yeah.
just don't. He's not the same Zeke. I mean,
Yeah.
he hasn't been for a
unless
long
there's
time.
Somebody out there but they would have been signed by now.
Right.
Yeah.
Another running
Right.
back.
Yeah.
They didn't seem to be too concerned in the draft, so I guess it's the last tour for Ezekiel
Yeah.
Elliott.
Yep.
I'm not saying this is last year, but he's gone back home. I read these quotes and I'm like, 2 or 3 backs. Who
Yeah.
are they? I
Right.
don't know who the backs
Right.
are. Would you draft Zeke in fantasy football?
No.
Wait,
Real quick.
no.
no. Okay.
No,
Wow.
no.
All right. So no drafting Zeke. Good to know. My next thing, Bijan Robinson. Here's that. I just like to get the headlines. The Atlanta Falcons, because Arthur Smith is no longer there.
Thank God.
The Atlanta Falcons are going to use Bijan Robinson very similar to the way the 49ers use Christian.
As they should.
McCaffrey.
As they should.
One
I
of
like
the
that.
strongest statements I've heard. Thank God there's a coaching staff
Yes.
there that knows what the hell they're
Yes.
doing.
Thank God.
My
Like, how long
God,
did it
I
take?
read
How
that
long
and
did
I
it
said,
take him?
What's that?
I said, how long did it take him?
Right, and they bring in this young offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson, from the Rams. McVay teaches his coaches
Yeah.
so well. So I ask you this. What running back do you draft first in fantasy football? Not named.
Oh, I was like, well, that's
Not
easy.
named. Christian McCaffrey. Bijan Robinson or Breece Hall of the Jets?
I would do Robinson.
I'd Bijan.
I think he's going to be used in more situations. And Breece Hall has Aaron Rodgers
Right.
as his quarterback, and
Okay.
he has a
Yeah.
lot of great people to throw to.
Yes.
So I think Bijan's going to get more touches.
All right, I'm going to go Breece Hall.
Okay. I also can never choose a Jet. Just can't do it. Just can't do it.
I mean, I had Breece Hall the year he got hurt on my fantasy.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to go Breece
Ouch.
Hall. We're going to have to keep track of these at the end of the season. That one, and what was the other one I just asked you? Zeke. The over under.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to end it with, I'm going to always give you a CBS article, and we're just going to say yes or no. They wrote an article on 5 must-haves on your fantasy football team.
Ooh. Okay.
So all we have to do is say yay or nay.
Okay.
And again, it's all about, we could also talk about, well, what round would you take them in? But anyways,
Also true.
I digress.
Right.
I digress. Travis Kelce, must have on your fantasy team?
Yes.
No.
No.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice. Zach Moss, let me fill that in with, he filled in nicely
For Jonathan
with
Taylor.
the Colts,
Yep.
Jonathan Taylor. He is now in a Cincinnati Bengals uniform
Mm-hmm.
where Joe Mixon was booted out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Moss, is he somebody that's a must-have on your fantasy team? I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to 50-50 on that.
I'm gonna say no.
And the reason I say yes is because I would look for the later rounds to take him.
Okay.
Well, that's
'cause
what.
the
he would
thing.
not be.
again,
Yeah,
we're
because
going
it doesn't
with the
say.
rounds.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
with in my head. Yeah, he's a great bat. I would
Yeah.
take him as a must-have backup, not an RB1.
He would be
Yeah.
my RB2,
Yeah.
maybe my 3
Maybe
to fill
3,
in.
yeah.
Or be a flex.
Yes.
Must have Garrett Wilson. Yes.
Yes.
I had him last year.
Yeah.
Probably won't get him this year. But I had him
Yeah,
last
but
year.
yeah.
He didn't kill me. You're going to be intrigued with these last 2 that was in CBS must have. Brock Purdy.
Ooh,
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say
No.
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 And my last one is Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
Ooh,
I am very high on him.
Okay. I'm going to go no.
I'm gonna go no.
But that's smart.
Very high on him.
I
Yep.
mean, we're looking at Caleb Williams. We're looking at Jaden Daniels. And Jaden Daniels in the fantasy world could give
Yep.
you some really, it's like Lamar Jackson
Yep.
numbers.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm under the, I got to see him for a year. I don't know.
yeah.
And I will probably regret saying no. I will say this. I will not draft a quarterback early again.
No. No. But our
No?
league does.
Yeah. They were better this last year. They were better.
Because didn't they wait till the second round?
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, Josh Allen was taken in the
Second
second round.
And look who won the league. though.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Beating me. With Josh Allen and CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
And
I
God
mean-
damn Kathy Thurston.
I know. We laughed at her and we were like, what is she doing?
Because she took CeeDee Lamb ahead of Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
And I said, thank
And-
you. And guess who beat Tyreek Hill?
Yeah.
Her and CeeDee Lamb beat
Yeah.
And she took him
myself
over
and
Christian
C-
McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey, but she
Yeah.
still won it. Yeah.
She won.
He like fell
The
to me.
league.
McCaffrey like fell to me at 7. I was like, what is happening?
And she always has that sleeper running back. There's always a sleeper running back that she takes, and it was Nick Chubb, and then he got hurt.
Yep.
Yep.
But she played the waiver wire
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah.
I look, and I'm going to say this so CB can laugh at me. I've already done mock drafts.
Already?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
guessing. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
I'm going to draft from this spot,
Yeah.
from this spot, from this spot.
Oh, okay.
It was fun. I didn't take a quarterback until, and here's the thing, I fell into it last year. It was the 5th round.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hurts was still there. And for my mom, I took Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I stared and I looked at Jody. I'm like, Jalen Hurts is still there. And she's looking at me like, well, then take him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I had 2 receivers,
yeah.
2 running backs, and I did. He was okay for me.
Yeah.
But in these mock drafts, he's still like the second guy taken.
Yeah.
Wow.
It goes Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, look at his team, but he
As
didn't.
much as I want to take him for my mom,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I can.
There was like they just weren't. There was no spark.
No.
Like there was
Right.
nothing exciting about them. Like they have an amazing team, and then it was just flat.
And with seeing Hurts taken in the couple of mock drafts I've done as a second quarterback, I'm like, I get it. He's got Devontae Smith. He's got
Right.
A.J. Brown. He can
Right.
dump it off to Saquon Barkley. But he's also got Saquon Barkley.
Right.
Yeah.
Make sure you're giving him the ball 20,
Right.
23 times
Right.
a game.
Exactly.
And is the tush push still going to be there? Because I'm just going to hand the ball off to Saquon
Yeah.
Barkley.
Yeah.
And I'm going to save Jalen Hurts if
Yep.
I'm coaching that
That,
team.
I mean, that's the smart thing to do.
Oh yeah.
God, we've only
I think
just...
Barkley's going to have a good
He's
year.
gonna go off.
He is.
He's gonna go off.
Now, would you take Saquon Barkley
I-
in round 1?
Not round 1, no.
Me either.
No.
And I've seen him go in round 1 as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But
No, I would
again,
not.
I'm watching mock drafts, and they're against total strangers, and I have no idea what
Yeah.
their leagues are made up of. You know, a lot of them are like you do a mock draft, and 10 running backs go in the first 10
Right.
picks. You know, it all
Yep.
depends.
Yep.
I just love talking fantasy football.
Me too.
And we're done. Gosh.
Look at that. And just like that.
And just like that, we went into overtime, but there's no surprise there. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the College Women's Softball World Series. I think
Horns.
the men's baseball is at Super Regionals.
Yes.
I've been trying to keep track of it. Hockey Stanley Cup starts, and the NBA Finals
Tomorrow.
that I am going to watch.
Good for you.
Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you next Wednesday.